a lot of schools are participating in the Black History Month, I feel like our Black History Month is not as important as in Christmas or other holidays, so I feel like it should be celebrated more.
On January 31st, 1863, Abraham Lincoln issues the Emancipation Proclamation. Lincoln ordered the freedom of slaves inside the Confederacy. An estimated 200,000 slaves are freed as a result of this proclamation.
Booker T. Washington graduates from the Hampton Institute of Hampton, Virginia. 21 years later, Harvard University grants him an honorary master's degree for his work in education. In 1901, he publishes his first autobiography.
February 12, 1909, the National Association for the Advancement of Colored People, NAACP, is founded in New York City. President Obama addresses the NAACP convention in 2009.
We have always persevered. We have not faltered, nor have we grown weary. As Americans, we have demanded and strived for and shaped a better destiny.
July 1944, Irene Morgan, a mother of two, refuses to give up her seat on a Greyhound bus in Virginia bound for Baltimore. 2 years later, the Supreme Court rules in Irene Morgan versus Virginia that segregation in interstate travel is unconstitutional.
May 17, 1954, the Supreme Court rules 9-0 in Brown versus Board of Education that school segregation is unconstitutional. This ruling dismisses the 1896 Supreme Court separate but equal ruling. Certain states are slow to enforce this ruling. Daisy Bates, the president of the Arkansas chapter of the NAACP, works hard to get the Board of Education in Arkansas to recognize this new law. Her work leads to admission of the Little Rock 9 to Little Rock Central High School in 1957.
Civil rights activist Rosa Parks was born on February 4, 1913 in Tuskegee, Alabama. Her refusal to surrender her seat to a white passenger on a Montgomery, Alabama bus spurred a citywide boycott. The city of Montgomery had no choice but to lift the law requiring segregation on public buses.
I tried to use my anger. I tried to have as little anger as possible, but I tried to use it to help people who were suffering and many who were discouraged and did not have the courage to try to take a stand for themselves.
We will be able to speed up that day when all of God's children, black men and white men, Jews and Gentiles, Protestants and Catholics, will be able to join hands and sing in the words of the old Negro spiritual, free at last, thank God Almighty.